Hello and welcome to Troubles in Toraigh. This is session 5 of our first campaign of Chronicles of the Fae. I'm Faye, the MC for this campaign, and with me I have some friends, and we're going to play D&D. This campaign is a special project, one of many, set in the world of the Wilder. The Wilder Project is a shared world IP where creators can use the structure and lore of this fantasy world called the Wilder in order to create their own stories and games. Some of these stories and games are already in progress, such as our webcomic Magnum L, our mobile game Tower of Gaia, and our tabletop board game Kingstone, all of which are currently released or coming soon. To learn more about these projects and how to support them, you can go to www.thewilderproject.com to learn more. Before we begin the campaign proper, I would just like to cover some of my ground rules for the channel. It's important to remember that I am not a professional DM, nor are my players professional role players. We have receptive ears and open hearts for any feedback that folks have, but it's our game and we're going to play it how we like it. So respect our play style and we'll make sure others in our community respect yours as well. Along those lines, because this campaign is set in the world of the Wilder, which is not directly compatible with D&D rules, for the most part, we'll be sticking to the rules of D&D for all mechanical aspects of play, but flavor-wise, everything is not always going to be a perfect fit between in-game descriptions of effects and how we explain those effects in this world. We're implementing some custom rules that we anticipate releasing in a module further down the line so that you can play in D&D in the world of the Wilder too. Finally, one of the reasons why I love playing D&D the most is because you can never really expect what happens next, but that does mean that none of us will truly have complete control over the content that will potentially be covered during the course of the campaign. So please be mindful of what content might be potentially distressing to you, and if you feel like it is coming up, we highly encourage that you take a break from the live stream and pick the story back up via VOD on YouTube once the live play is over. All right, let's play some D&D. When we last left off, you all left your lodgings at the Soak Sail Inn and met a body collector who was cleaning up the aftermath of your combat from the night before. He was able to provide you with some exact directions to the location of the Debonair haberdashery, where you sought to investigate the disappearance of its owner, Tommy McCormick. When you arrived, you witnessed a procession of goods to market by the pirates of the Golden Grin, which a passerby referred to as the Long Haul. You found the haberdashery to have been overtaken by a bright young tailor named Maeve Daly, and the establishment renamed to Daly's Dressings. You inquired with Maeve about the details of Tommy McCormick's disappearance, and with some convincing, got her permission to investigate Tommy's living quarters to see if you might be able to find any clues. After some searching, you found a note signed with the name Denk, telling Tommy that his seat at a casino called the Compass Rose had been reopened and instructing him to meet at the bottom of Cliff Down Row. You then set off to learn more about the warehouse used by the crew of the ship the Cleo, where you had heard there was some unregistered steel that you might be able to steal and sell to get on the radar of the Thieves Guild. You went to the docks and ventured up to the western ledge wharf to case the warehouse and gain some insight into its organization. You then went to the Rock Bottom Bar to spend some time planning and decided that you would need a cart to transport the steel. You then ventured to the pierside markets of the docks district, and with some negotiations, you were able to procure a cart for the evening from an old harpy food vendor, promising to return the cart the next morning. We now return as your group is pulling that cart back up Cliff Down Road to the western ledge wharf and making ready, presumably, for your burglary. Who is actually doing the cart pulling as we're heading up the road here?
Well, I guess we just departed, so I assume there's like two parts in the front.
Yeah, it's kind of like a backwards wheelbarrow. So there's like two handles that extend from the front of it that somebody could stand in between and pick up. Probably only needs one person. It's empty. So
I hastily go to one side and don't even ask for help, and I try to lift it myself.
Okay. You're able to do that, no problem.
Okay.
It's an empty cart. We'll presume you can lift it for now.
Roll for initiative.
Cart attacks. Okay, you all are heading up Cliffdown Row, and you veer off to the right to start ascending to the western ledge wharf. It's about 7:30 p.m. at this point. And you can see the Ledgeworths are already much less crowded than they were when you visited during the day. You see a lot of very tired-looking pirates and sailors, mostly heading down from the Ledgeworths, presumably to their homes or to a good bar down in the docks. And you finally come up to the level point where all the warehouses are lined up on the edge of the cliffs. And you proceed down past probably about 9 or so warehouses until you reach the warehouse with the sign out front posted that says the Cleo. What would you like to do?
Oh God.
We would like to see if anybody is around.
Sure, make a perception check.
While he's perceiving that, well, I'll let you, sort that out first.
Yeah, so looking around, as before, as opposed to before, where there were probably over 100 people milling about in the streets, there's now maybe like 20 to 30 kind of meandering through the streets. With that 20, you do notice that off in the distance, kind of at the furthest edge of the Ledgeworths, there is a patrol of enforcers. Looks to be about 6 of them that are kind of walking in a not a sharp formation, but in a relative formation in your direction, just kind of meandering down the road.
There are enforcers approaching.
And just as a reminder for me and the audience, enforcers are not fully aware of the enforcer mission that we are on.
Correct. Yeah. In order to make sure that the mission is as secret as possible, no one in the enforcers, presumably, other than those that you met during your first night at the lumber mill, no one in the enforcers is aware of this operation. And Lieutenant Commander Winston Rochester explicitly said that nobody in the enforcers is to be made aware of this operation. So you are on your own, free citizens in Toraigh as far as the enforcers are concerned.
Thank you for explaining that to the audience.
Thank you for explaining that to me.
I would like to quickly look around and find a spot where I can stash this cart. So what would you like for that?
Ollie?
You'll go ahead and make a perception or investigation check.
Investigation sounds good.
Marina, did you end up getting into Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah, you're not listed.
I'm on, but I was not able to select my character, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does show you as connected, but
Weird.
With a 19, it's pretty tough. This road is essentially barren. It's kind of loose gravel and mud. There isn't a lot set out on the street. If you were looking to conceal the cart, probably your best bet would be to kind of push it off to the left-hand side and try and tuck it in some of the kind of scraggly rocks that are over there, but it wouldn't be entirely concealed. Your other option is you could always just leave it at the side of a warehouse and make it look like it belongs there.
That's kind of the idea. I just want to put it somewhere for now.
Yeah, you can easily put it up against the rows of warehouses on the right-hand side. And it seems like it would be pretty inconspicuous. There are occasionally carts and other baskets and stuff left outside of warehouses that you passed by.
I kind of swiftly walk over to the warehouse with the cart by myself. Still very impressed that I'm able to maneuver this thing by myself and no one's offered to help me by now. And kind of just slapped it alongside the warehouse. Kind of did one of these to make sure it looks like it fits there. Looks pretty good. And all right, are we hiding?
Yeah, just for my clarification, how close to the warehouse of the Cleo do you want to put the cart?
I guess I would know that I'm trying to be sneaky, so I wouldn't want to be, I guess, close and like right parked right onto the side of it, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay. Is it a problem though?
No.
You'll never know.
Do we think that it'll stay here while we are doing our mission?
I don't see why anyone would want this cot. Look at all these cots and stuff.
The hope is that it will just blend in.
Yeah.
And that no one will necessarily notice it and be like, oh, yes, I need this card.
And if
I mean,
people get distracted taking our cart, then they won't be focused on what we're doing. So I'll take it.
that's a good point.
All those thieves that might catch us, you know.
And apparently there are a lot more cards that we are around that we could have just also taken. So if for some reason someone steals our specific card, we have options.
It's at about this point that the troop of enforcers are walking directly past your cohort, and they seem to pass without paying you much mind.
Cool. I was gonna say everyone looked normal, but
I wouldn't say we ever really
spend
looked
some
normal.
time. Yeah, spend some time with this group for a while. Don't know if normal's really our thing, but that's fine.
Shall we?
Oh, I mean,
We would like to check to see if anybody is around now that the enforcers have passed.
Yeah, there isn't anybody who is
Huh.
stagnant. Like nobody is staying around outside of the Cleo warehouse, but with every few minutes, there's easily like 10 or 15 people that are walking in one direction or the other. It does seem like the traffic is slowly dying down, and if you wanted to wait longer, there'd probably be less people.
How visible is it?
How visible is what?
The area. Is it?
It's pretty
Is it
wide
bright?
open. Yeah, because no, it's not brightly lit. Some of the warehouses have lamps hanging outside their door. In fact, the Cleo warehouse has a lamp dimly lit outside its front door. But other than that, there's not a lot of light, and the sunset is dwindling now on the horizon. And so it is getting pretty dark.
Shall we start Operation Spicy Mice?
I
Can
guess.
we?
I thought you'd never ask.
I know we just talked about it. Can I get a reminder on what my job is for Operation Spicy Mice?
Well,
What's the?
we need someone to look good next to Raina
Mhm.
and kind of sell that we're good people, while
Right.
Anna, Shul, and I sneak around like mice. And just to define this again, we're not mice, so we're spicy mice.
Naturally. Okay.
I am not a mouse.
We were ditching that plan since still spicy mice, but since we weren't bringing a boat up behind or anything, we're just kind of going in full force. But I don't know. I don't really know what to expect in here.
Okay, maybe since you guys have the power, maybe you can go in like poweroos, like powerful kangaroos, and just take on whoever's coming at us, and then the rest of us will be sneaky.
What
Okay.
is a kangaroo?
That's a good question. I don't know where I come up with this stuff. I guess it's somewhat subconscious.
You're telling me that kangaroos are not mythical?
I mean,
Anna knows.
well, I'm fine with just going in there and trying to wing it. I mean, Shoal only saw 4 or so people in there before, right?
Shall we check again?
I think that would be a good start.
Excuse us.
I'll do the old cloaky hold.
We will flutter do the same route.
We got
As
all
last
kinds of
time.
maneuvers.
All right. Well, I will bring everyone's attention to our map then.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Finally, I don't have to use my imagination. Just kidding.
Imagination is too much of a hassle.
It's been working overtime with these mice and kangaroos.
Yeah,
I
for real.
know.
All right. Is everyone able to see the map okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, token lock.
Oh, yeah. Token lock's on. I'll turn that off here. So, oh yeah, we're gonna have to do some fancy stuff here to get you to the other side of this wall, Shoal, because the walls are very strict. But go ahead and Ruben and Shoal make a stealth check for me.
Oof. That was my time to shine. That was it.
So Ruben holds up his cloak, and then there's a big breeze, and the cloak just starts flapping haphazardly. But luckily, Shoal is stealthy and able to come over to this wall here. And there is a slight gap that is just big enough that you might be able to squeeze through, the same place you squeezed through before, and you were able to poop.
Meanwhile, I'm like,
Can you see that okay, Shoal?
Mm-hmm.
you ever see a fish bait do this? It happens all the time. Completely normal.
And so you are back to this long stretch of wall that you recognize from this afternoon. Just kind of mostly rocky. Like I said before, this would be difficult terrain as you traverse it. And you are able to move down it as you like.
We are walking very slowly and carefully and quietly.
Okay. Go ahead and make another stealth check for me as you peer around this corner.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no!
As Shoal rounds the corner, you kind of put your handibles on this pile of barrels. And the top barrel is a little off balance, and it rolls forward off the pile out onto the boardwalk with a loud clunk, 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 clunk. Then you see down at the end of the other end of the dock is 4 soldiers, sailors, I mean, who all turn around and say, "What was that?" And
Do they see us?
they definitely see something down there. And the barrel rolls off the dock and falls 300 feet down to the seas below. And there's a light splash. It's very distant, so hard to hear. But the soldiers immediately all start running towards you.
Do we sense anyone on the other side? Or can we slither through into the warehouse? Is there an opening?
Unfortunately, the warehouse is very tightly sealed. It's essentially waterproofed, so there's no way to get into the warehouse itself through the slats in the wood or anything like that.
Do we hear this outside?
Everyone go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Oh boy.
Yes, the things I'm really good at.
Don't worry about it, guys. I got these bunny ears.
You know what? I'll take it.
Yeah,
It's
so
really loud.
yeah, so everybody hears this loud dunk, 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 dunk. And you even hear some faint shouting that sounds like it's coming from the other side of the warehouse.
That does not sound good.
I think we're starting the operation now.
Maybe we can kind of use this to our advantage if they go running off chasing.
Well, so
Hopefully.
Shoal is in an instant moment here. So Shoal,
Yeah,
what are
that's
you
quick.
doing in this moment as the sailors notice something down at this corner?
Here is the alley.
Mhm.
Correct. What is on the other side? What is on the right side or downside?
It is nothing but wall all the way out to the cliff's edge.
Like wood wall or stone wall
Stone wall. It separates each of the warehouses from each other.
that we cannot slip through.
No.
We will.
Oh, Marina popped out again.
Fantasy grounds crushed.
Walk
Oh,
out.
no.
We will poke our head out fully.
Okay. You see. Hold on, let me just make sure I get them correct here. You see 4 sailors, a poppet, a toy knight, a doll, and another poppet
An oatmeal container? A
that
wooden
are
bowl?
all breaking out in a full sprint towards you. And so I'm going to need you to roll initiative at this point.
Plastic water bottle and a paper towel roll.
Are we all rolling initiative or just
Thank you.
Shoal?
Thank you, Ethan.
Right.
We're just gonna have Shoal roll initiative right now. Every
Okay.
few rounds, because it's 6 seconds. Every few rounds,
Yeah.
I'll cut to you guys and ask you what's happening here. Okay, so first to act is the doll sailor, and he is going to run and. As he runs, he yells out, "It's some kind of fish bait!" And runs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then takes the dash action and runs 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Everybody's so rude.
Next is the poppet, who does the exact same, kind of keeping in formation. And then it is your turn to act.
Can you help us? We were told to come back here and form a distraction. We don't want to be here. We were on our way to a cave, and a group of strangers forced us to climb through this wall. Can you help?
I hope your deception is
Roll a
high as
deception
fuck,
check.
my
Oh
dude.
my gosh, roll that deception.
Unless he's telling the truth.
I mean,
I think I
Partially.
kind of am. Just
Well,
saying.
so I'm gonna say no on face value because you were not sent back here to cause a distraction.
oh god!
Was now.
And
Yeah.
-2?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
It was our perception of the truth.
Oh god.
Let's see what happens.
Oh my goodness.
The second poppet also runs up. As he does, though, he lowers his cutlass that he was running with, and he says, "There's no one allowed back here. Get out of here."
Can you help us get out? We don't want you to deal with the strangers again.
How'd you get in? Yeah, how did you get in? The other guard says.
We were pushed through a wall.
Do you need us to push you back out a wall?
It was not comfortable for us. And is there another way out?
The guards all start to look at each other, and finally, the doll who's standing first and foremost up front, he says, "Fine, we'll let you out of here. Come this way."
Thank you.
And you follow him to these two extremely large doors. He calls the other poppet over, and together they both kind of pull one of the doors of the warehouse open and let you through. And the doll escorts you over to this door here.
Is it just the two of us?
It is just the two of you.
You can make it if you try.
I was just about to make that joke.
And he throws open this door, and he walks through, and you see two more guards,
Oh no.
two more sailors that are both kind of seated on benches. One is a badger stuffkin, who's wearing kind of like a sailor's cap and a sash with like a tunic. and the other is another toy knight. And as he walks through, the doll's like, "Look at this, fellas. Some kind of fish bait out of season. Isn't that weird?" And the badger's like, "Yes, very weird." And he opens the front door and says, "All right, get out."
Wait. What about the strangers?
Make a persuasion check. That's your problem. None of mine. Now out. And he goes to put his hands on your back and kind of shove you out.
We will yell. Wait!
He closes the door. And you all see Shoal get thrown out of the front of this warehouse by some miracle.
There's a naked fish bait over there. That is
No.
decent.
Shoal, what the hell happened?
Spicy mice.
We heard a crash and some yelling.
As you are all waiting out here all this time, I'd like everyone to roll a d10 for me.
I'm gonna give his cloak back. That has been confirmed. Here you go.
A D10, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Right in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, nothing happens.
I don't like that.
Oh, kind of.
So, what was it like in there?
Well, there are 4 guards on the back boardwalk and 2 more inside on benches.
Guards?
Guards.
Not sailors? That sounds intense. What if I guess
Well,
there
there's
must be a lot
sailors
of
guarding.
sailors.
Something important that you would have noticed, Shoal, as you were going through, is that all of the guards were all wearing chainmail underneath their clothing that they were not wearing before. The guards out on the docks were not wearing chainmail before.
They were all wearing chainmail.
Did you happen to see the steel?
Did we see anything different?
You didn't see anything different on the docks than you did before.
Do any of us see that as an indicator of some breed of guard, like the
Or like
chainmail? Like, does that mean anything to us?
One of the
Uh,
groups or anything?
Yeah,
Ruben, go ahead and make an insight check for me.
an insight check.
And actually, Raina, you can make an insight check as well.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
I'm still very confused by this.
Ruben, they must have gotten paid very recently, so they all got upgrades to their armor.
Man, I'm so glad I could be so helpful.
Raina, you're not quite sure either.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe some well-armored guards indicates the steel is still there if they're feeling like they need to protect something a little more than usual.
Maybe
Sounds
they
like
just
we got
got
the right
paid
place.
recently. I'm sorry, Flynn. What did you say? I'm so sorry.
I was just saying, I think we got the right place.
Sounds
They were
like
all
it.
toys, correct?
They were all toys, yes.
They were all toys. We do not have a good feeling about this.
Which was the all toy group?
The Grey Bloods.
The Grey Bloods is mostly toys, yeah.
But
But the ones by the docks were the
pirates.
Right. The pirates are mostly
Mer-
Fomorians, and so a lot of independent merchants are mostly toys because they have to resort to independent merchants in order to do their seafaring.
Well, I mean, just because they have armor, we can take 6 guards as
only
long as
one more than we have.
yeah. And if we don't, maybe if we can deal with the 2 up closer first, so they're not all coming at us at once. Were they armed?
Yes.
Well, we don't need to like kill them all. We just need to take some steel and leave. It's kind of better if we let a few of them kind of know about us so we can build that reputation.
True.
Did we see if the door was locked? The main door?
The main door was locked. Yeah, the sailor used the key to open it for you.
The main door was locked. So we had to find another way in.
Well, we established earlier Flynn has lockpicks, although if the
We
guard's
tried.
right on the other side of it, I don't know.
There are 2 guards. We can try doing that again and cause another distraction.
I almost think that we might as well just a distraction. What if we just knock on the door?
I was thinking that same exact thing, but I also was like, I have no plans. So
sneaking seems to be
as far as I got.
sneaking is definitely not a skill of ours. Clearly, I think maybe brute force is. I think that's our calling. So let's knock on the door and beat them up. What do you think of that?
Why don't
Should we pretend
Could
that
set
you guys
fire
are
to
assaulting
the other
us?
side.
I think maybe we just knock on the door. You all kind of hide off to the side, and one of us goes up and tries to ask them for some help or something, asks for directions, and then when they're kind of distracted, we just walk right in.
Lynn and Raina, you be the face of the matter, and you try to talk to the people, and then the other 3 of us will sneak around and try to like infiltrate like a certain kind of sneaky rodent.
Well, if it doesn't go well,
Everyone go ahead and roll another d10 for me.
There
We stand out here discussing.
2 doors in front of us, right? There's not just the one.
There is
that a
one
one?
central door,
Fuck.
and then there are 2 windows.
Oh, windows.
okay.
Yeah, you guys could try to sneak through the window.
You guys didn't notice it, but the enforcers have come back from the opposite direction and are walking past you guys again. One of them, who looks to be very short Knoll in leathers, kind of snarls at the group and says, "Clear out of here," and walks on. And you can see him kind of looking back at you all, eyeing you suspiciously. Once they have passed beyond the Cleo warehouse, you hear the door unlock and it opens, and a large crowd of sailors all start walking out of the door. Like 16 of them. All of them are kind of chatting with each other, clapping each other on the back. Somebody's talking about drinks on them. And they all start walking through you all and down the ledge wharf kind of row, heading towards Cliffdown Row.
From the
So-
Cleo?
From the Cleo warehouse, yes.
Well, that
I'm-
was lucky.
Gonna be honest, yeah, I think this little bit of a delay we're having was the best luck we could have possibly had, because
And I'll also say, Raina, you would recognize one of the dolls and toy knights as the ones you saw at the Soaked Sail Inn just a night ago. And none of them are wearing chainmail.
Okay. We are in the right place. That's another confirmation then.
All right, can I slip? I see that happen, and I look at the group, and I go, and then I kind of like slip. Can I like slip into the door and hold it open? Is that a possibility with the turn of events?
If you were to do that, you would have to essentially push through a crowd of like 6 sailors while they're all exiting before the door closes.
But I'm so nimble.
Can you just do the thing where you like, as they're coming out, you kind of slip off to the side and like hold it open for them? I'm just kind of like,
Oh, you guys are coming in. I'm
politely.
going in. I'm going in, so I'll hold it open.
I mean, don't draw attention to yourself.
Okay.
Oh.
Make a deception check for me, Ruben.
Yeah, I guess now that's what I'm doing. Luckily, I'm so deceptive.
Oh, are you?
No.
There is a tall poppet who has like kind of a scar on his cheek, who sees you walking towards the door, and he goes, "I don't know you, buzz off," and shoves you.
And I go, I don't know you either.
Raina is gonna try to run up to Ruben and grab his arm and go, "Oh, Gramps, you come here." And look at the puppet and say, "Sorry, sir. You know, once a man, twice a child." You gotta.
He just kind of grumbles, and someone else goes, "Come on, drinks," and they keep walking. But the door is now shut and locked.
You like drinks?
This is my fault.
Maybe come along with you.
Joel, no. Stop drawing attention to us.
They ignored us.
Let's. I mean, once they're out of sight, let's just pick the lock.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
Okay. Yeah. Within a few moments, they're all out of sight. Go ahead and yeah.
With that being said, can I kind of go to the corner where where everybody's walking by and just kind of keep an eye out?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a perception check, and Flynn, go ahead and make a dexterity check and add your proficiency bonus.
Where are the front doors?
The front doors are right there where
Okay.
Raina is.
Because I'm like, I just see Allie and like black. Damn.
Add 2 to that, so would a
Oh.
26 get me in there?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
a
with a
26.
nat
Imagine
20.
if it didn't open. This warehouse
That's a
just
hell
has
of a lock.
impeccable locks.
The lock was a
Yeah, with a very
challenge rating of
soft
30.
click within an instant, the door is unlocked.
All right. Are we going in? And then I start to open the door.
We poke our head in around Flynn and see if we can see anyone.
Yeah, as you open the door, you can see the 2 guards that are seated in front of kind of the main doors into the storage area. Are you all doing this stealthily?
I'm not.
Okay.
Oh. I would like to say that in any video game, when they're like, yes, mandatory stealth section, my least favorite part. I'm always so anxious and just like low key want to vomit.
Well, luckily for you guys, I am not mandating that you be stealthy. And the 2 guards see Flynn and they say, "A break-in!" and draw their swords.
Break
and
in.
Roll
No,
for
no, no.
initiative.
It's not a break-in. It was unlocked.
Everyone or just
Well, I'm also not there. Okay.
yeah.
I'll
Do
do it.
you want an
Yeah,
initiative from
yeah,
everyone?
everyone can roll initiative. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
all in the vicinity.
Cool.
Oh,
Well,
was
that's
on a-
actually pretty accurate.
it was on a 14. Then it was just like rude. Guess that gives me time to think.
Okay, Shoal, you are the first to act. What do? You're kind of standing around the outside of the doorway, the door frame.
We will slither in and go. Oh, we can't get in. We can't get in.
Yeah, I can get you in.
Thank you. Help! Help! We told you they were coming. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Get that they're over there.
Okay, roll a deception check for me.
Oh no.
It doesn't look like they've bought it, but we'll find out.
And that's like that's what gets my attention. Oh, is that Shoal throwing us under another bus?
Yeah, you can hear shouting coming from within the you heard them shout a break-in, and you heard Shoal shouting, "It's them! I told you."
I mean, we didn't know he threw us under the first bus.
True.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, no, I meant like a long time ago. He kind of like abandoned us. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Meta.
That counts as an action.
Yes.
Okay. We will. Yeah, we can't do anything else.
Okay, the badger stuffkin draws his cutlass, runs over, and he says, "Drast fish bait," and swipes at you with his longsword.
These people need some manners.
He misses, and so he comes around on the back end and tries to swing at you again.
Oh,
He misses again.
And practice.
So you kind of cower back against this bench that's behind you. You kind of sink into it a little bit as both of the swipes go wide.
And not us.
Flynn, it is your turn to act.
All right. Yeah, I'll just move 5, 10, 15, 20. And be like, Shoal, which way am I supposed to go in here? And kind of go down this hallway a little bit and take a shot at the badger stuff.
Sure. And yes, for everybody else, just so you know, you can see as you walk in, directly ahead of where the front door is are 2 doors in the center of that hallway.
Okay.
And then there's like a couple benches down the hallway where you are, Flynn, and in the opposite direction.
Cool.
Can't shoot shit yet.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage as you fire your crossbow at this badger. Oof.
Cool.
It goes right into the lower of his back. And he kind of cries out in pain and clutches it with his offhand.
Sweet. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Ruben, it is your turn to act.
Well, I don't really have context for what's in that room, so I guess I'll just wait. Actually, I don't even think I can make it to that room.
probably dash.
Can I use the dash?
You can.
Not allowed.
I
Oh,
can't
the
get
room
it.
is
5
here.
more feet. Oh,
Let's say I'm not there yet. So
crap. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Yeah, that's a good amount.
Okay.
Now I can see. Oh, there's a fight going on.
Yeah, you see the badger Stuffkin is clutching his back with his blade drawn, and Fishbait's kind of recoiling from the strikes he just attempted. And then there is a toy knight sailor who is also in the process of drawing his blade.
Okay. Can I use a bonus action after using a different action other than an attack action?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can use a bonus action each turn.
Then I would like to use Hunter's Mark and mark the sailor.
Sure. Which one? The badger Stuffkin or the
sorry.
knight?
The toy knight.
Sure.
Neat.
You focus your ire on the toy knight.
Cool. And moving on.
And then Raina, it is your turn.
Okay. They did take swipes at Fishbait.
2 swipes. Yep.
I'm gonna say they're attacking my dear friend. I'm gonna go into a rage. So let's see,
a
10,
polite rage.
15,
I would do that.
and I'm gonna move right here
Okay.
Thou wouldst like to rage?
and take a swing at the badger.
Badger.
Mushroom.
Is there a snake somewhere?
Make a perception check. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Okay, let me just.
Do you see when I'd be like, snake, snake? Oh, there's
Ooh,
a
it's a
snake.
Oh,
Ooh, nice. That's a hit. As you wail into this this badger with your battle axe, go ahead and roll damage.
okay. I would like this to be non-lethal damage. Just
Okay.
all right, and then there's going to be 2 added to it for rage too.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and add that here. Oh, with that, he is out. And
Glad I
he
specified.
fucking falls to the ground unconscious, but not dead.
Nice.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that is it.
Okay.
I was gonna say something, but she's enraged, so we're gonna stay quiet. Oh,
Next, Flynn, in the room behind you, you hear a
Oh,
some barking.
No.
And
Barking, that's my least favorite thing.
I'm
and
not
then-
hurting any dogs.
the
Ruben, is
door
that
flies open. And a toy knight steps out of the door, looks at the scene before him, one of the sailors unconscious and bloodied on the floor. And he says, "Oh, goddamn golden grin," and draws for his rapier and goes to attack you.
He thinks we're in a gang.
We've done it, boys.
But he misses.
Ruben's standing in the corner, just like,
Anna's not even in the room yet.
The toy knight draws his cutlass and goes to attack Reyna twice.
Bring it.
The first attack is a crit.
Oh no.
But half.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no.
It's okay. If
Dealing
No.
but half that.
yes. So 8 damage.
17 damage? Jesus Christ.
He then attacks again.
As long as it's not a crit.
Oh,
No.
You spoke the words
it's
into
fucking crit.
existence.
You dare to test the dice gods.
Roll a 1.
Oh no.
Roll a 1.
I did.
Roll a 1.
I have erred.
7.
Yeah, it's 7.
My concern. No, I'm not. I was gonna say something metagaming, but I don't like that they can all attack twice and we can't.
Pretty rude of them.
level 5.
This isn't fair.
Yeah. And that is its turn, and then Anna, it is your turn.
We're only level 2. That seems wildly unfair.
Ref.
All right. I guess Anna's moving in. So it's like what, 5, 10, 15, 20. Can you get in the room, please?
Yeah, I can help.
It's further down, yeah.
It's a small
like-
doorway.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What am I looking at?
So the toy knight is down next to Reyna,
Okay.
and then Flynn is in the upper hallway. But
Yeah.
you can't quite see what's going on.
I can see him there, but I can't see what's going on. But there's like one guy passed out on the floor.
Yep.
Cool. But obviously there's no steel in sight at this point.
No steel in sight. No.
Okay. I'm going to move in a little bit further so that I can see what is going on.
I think we're still in like the entryway.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of the foyer.
Probably Reyna is bleeding and shit. I don't think I
She
have
is
enough.
pretty heavily wounded. She has 2 large gashes, one across her shoulder and one across her stomach.
I think I have moved all of my movement though, so I don't think I can go any further. I guess this is just where I'll be, and just kind of be like, "What's the plan?"
Okay.
We're being the spiciest, maximum spice, minimum
Maximum spice. Shoal, it is your turn to act.
We will. You should have listened to us. We will move a little bit over.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever.
Okay.
Ooh.
That misses as the dart kind of chinks into the chainmail underneath his tunic.
Ooh, right. Man. We'll move back another little bit behind on them.
He's got mail.
Okay.
It never fails.
Mhm.
We're behind.
Okay. Badger is dead.
He's not dead.
Unconscious, sorry. Flynn, it is your turn to act. Oh, sorry. Let me you would be able to see now there's a toy knight who's run out. He's not dressed in like a sailor's garb. He's dressed in a cloth tunic that's like a purplish blue, and he's wearing kind of like a cloth cap on top of his helmet. And you could also see behind him a slobbering, barking mastiff that is growling.
Are we disguised?
Nope.
I know we talked about it before. No?
No.
Not to my knowledge, no.
We never picked them
No.
up. We're just the same guys.
You need to be notorious.
Do we?
Can I don't know if this was like take my action for the turn, but can I make a perception into the room behind him to see if like that's where the steel is being kept?
Yeah, I wouldn't take up your whole turn to do that. You can roll a perception check.
Cool. Nope.
Good
okay.
God.
It's a
Never mind.
crowded doorway.
Yeah.
The room is dimly lit, seems like by candlelight, and you can't see too much of what's in there.
Okay.
We are struggling.
I'm gonna pull off my arm and just be like, no, this is how you're supposed to swing a sword. And then try to attack him.
Okay,
That's not bad.
that
Yeah.
hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sure hope so.
Well, it was based solely on your roll. I forgot that you have a +7. Jesus.
Yeah.
He holds up his rapier to try and parry your dagger attack, but you just have the force on him and press it down and just jab your dagger right into his chest. And he is now kind of clutching his own rapier against himself, and he looks down at his wound in horror, and he's like, and you can hear, ah!
You gotta mean it when you go for it.
Ruben, it is your turn.
So in my last turn, I didn't really explain what I was doing, but when I walked in the room, I kind of had a Quentin Tarantino camera moment with the toy knight in the corner.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
did.
and he was like, "Ah!" And I was like,
Looked at him, and he looked
and
at
then
me.
all this
And I
stuff's
was like,
happening, and we're just
"Yeah."
kind of like making eye contact this whole time. And I run over to him real quick, and just like without any hesitation, with non-lethal damage, I attack him, and I miss.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Toy
Super
knight.
non-lethal. That was my point. I just wanted to scare him. So I just
He brings up
like,
the cutlass and deflects the first blow, but you can see there's still kind of a panicked look in his eye.
well,
You
can
could,
I intentionally miss? Is that possible?
Sure.
To just kind of like
He's naturally armored. It's unfair.
Sure. Yeah.
save
Calculated.
the side of his head.
Do you get a bonus thing from your mark?
It's bonus
Uh,
damage. It's not a bonus.
Yeah.
damage.
Okay.
So yeah. So I missed, but I
I'll
missed
stay in
on
my
purpose.
lane then.
Just gonna take a step back into my lane.
And with that, I'm gonna keep Staring into his eyes.
Okay.
And it's now Raina's turn.
Raina, it is your turn. This toy knight
Prolonged
just
eye
critted you
contact.
twice.
Prolonged eye contact.
Yeah, I'm going to really give it my all, and I don't really think I have anything I can do. I'm already enraged, so
Yep.
I'm just angry. Yeah, Raina would be very silent and
I'm just angry.
yeah.
And it's Smolder with me. Smolder.
It's the most exasperated barbarian line ever.
It's
Mhm.
kind of peeved.
I'm not disappointed. I'm just angry.
Unfortunately, that misses as well as your
This
battle axe.
is the
is
most
knocked
elusive.
aside.
We found the boss.
Is this the like main bad guy of the campaign? Have we found
actually,
him already?
this is it. This is the BBG.
Two crits and no one can hit him? Shit. We're screwed.
This battle started out so well.
Do you remember like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago when we were like, yeah, there's only 6 of them. There's 5 of us. We can totally take them.
Yeah.
And now
Oh.
3 people have missed one guy.
Anything
We
else
could
on your turn, Raina?
Only go up from.
Yeah. No. Nope.
Okay.
That is it.
With that, the
Mastiff.
Mastiff runs through the door and goes to bite you, Flynn. It hits, dealing this
With
much
a dog
damage.
person.
And
Oh.
as its teeth sink into your calf, and then it yanks at your leg and knocks you prone.
Dogs aren't real.
What? That's quite the trick.
You're gonna make us beat up a dog?
I'm not beating up a dog.
I'll beat up the dog.
Non-lethally.
We gotta add ourselves to the didthedogdie.com.
No, it's not happening.
The toy knight above you, Flynn, then also attacks with advantage because you're prone, but misses.
He's
Okay.
so
And you
stupid.
just kind of see next to your face his rapier point just doing, just lands right in the wood. He's like, dang it.
No, I'll teach you. It's fine. Just call your dog off.
The toy knight continues to attack Raina with his cutlass, getting a 22 to hit, dealing
Ooh.
that much damage.
Ooh.
So
You know what? We
just
should
to be clear,
probably.
It was a 19 instead of a 20. 19 instead of the nat 20.
What?
Correct. Yes, one
Oh.
off from a nat 20.
All right, and it's half that damage though.
It is half that damage, yep.
All right, I'm still not looking good, but
And he attacks again.
You know what we should probably do in the future? Get
Miss.
like,
health potion.
yeah, because we don't have a healer. Yeah.
You say this to Raina as she's getting laid into with the cutlass. We need potions.
Plan for the future.
We should
Future.
probably find a healer of some kind.
Oh,
This
we need
seems really bad.
to make some
well,
money.
Since we're here and I have now seen this man beat someone up, I guess I'm gonna go over and try to grapple him. I don't know.
Okay.
I have bad feelings. I roll my normal unarmed strike, correct?
To grapple him, no, you roll athletics.
Oh, I forget how to do everything. Oh God, please work. It's not awful. It's not bad.
Yeah, you're able to wrap your arms around this knight and grapple him.
Cool. He is now grappled. I wish that me grappling could really make it easier for my companions to also beat him up.
Yeah, it's that extra step to get him restrained that really does it.
As long as someone's getting him.
I don't know. I mean, have you seen my arms? I can definitely restrain someone. Just saying. I guess that's it, because
Okay.
I can only do one attack.
Oh boy.
It was
Okay.
I like have him from behind, like in a.
Shoal, that makes it your turn.
did we hear a dog?
Yes, you do hear a dog.
We will poke our head around the corner. Are you
No.
okay?
Now is not the time.
Are you
It's going
asking the dog if it's
with
okay?
Flynn's cap in its mouth.
Scary.
Maybe
That
we can
hits.
add ourselves to canyoupetthedog.com instead.
Well, he's already hit it.
And the dog dies.
What?
With a dart to the neck, it loosens its grip on Flynn, and the Mastiff is deceased.
Got as many hit points as a kitten.
We lost 30% of our demographic.
Yeah, I'm out, guys.
Yeah, we're like half the party too.
It's at this point I'd like to mention that you can't, I'm fairly certain you can't deal non-lethal damage with ranged weapons. Only with melee weapons.
Yeah.
So
We wanted to do lethal.
no, I know you
damage.
did. I'm just clarifying for everyone else.
He was probably hungry.
Okay.
I mean,
Anything else on your turn, Shoal?
we would like to
Consume.
go back that way
Sure.
and keep an ear out to see if we're attracting outside attention.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
Cool.
perception check. All's quiet on the western
Clouded
front.
by dog death.
Keep up the
Um,
good work.
Yeah, there is a loud
Oh.
when the dog dies.
No.
And you can see the toy knight sees it. And then Flynn, it is your turn to act. You are prone now,
Yeah.
having
Okay.
been
Toy
released
knight.
by this
The
dog.
toy knight just saw this like mass of something. Peek
Yep.
its head out, kill a dog, and then go away.
Wait, aren't both of the ones that we have left to deal with knights too?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
One's a
I mean-
sailor and one is not.
Right now.
Yeah. From
Okay.
Wait. Oh, you're with the foreman. I see.
Yeah. I'm gonna just
He's very bad.
yeah, he's terrible. I'm like, okay, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It seems like your heart isn't in this, and that's fine. I mean, we haven't killed anyone. Well, okay, I'm sorry about your dog.
It's like you
if
killed
that's
my
your
dog.
I'm sorry. That was like a rash in the
And
moment
that's your
decision.
turn.
We haven't killed them. If you just let us through, we're not going to do any harm to anyone. We're just going to be in and out real quick.
Make a persuasion.
I feel like
Can
I was
you
very
imagine-
convincing.
Can you imagine if
Can I
it
get
works?
a bonus to that?
You could also roll intimidation if you'd like. I'm not going to give you a bonus because remember
all
you
the
stabbed him in the
same.
chest.
Yeah, you have a wound. Like you can convince people. You just try to defend it. Okay, fine.
Man. Okay. It's not
That's
the
above
worst.
average.
It certainly is. It doesn't look like he's bought it. He hasn't dropped his. He doesn't
This is
drop
what
his
you
offensive
roll
perception.
well on. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, you got a 19 on his insight.
It takes my whole turn to stand up. Is that how that works?
No,
No, it takes
half
half your movement.
Half my move. Oh, okay. Then I'll stand up.
Okay.
So if
I'll be
you're
like-
just gonna stab him,
I was like, really? That's nothing? And then I'll just, I'll stab him again. Non-lethally.
Okay.
Oh, my hand slipped. Let me do that again. No.
Unfortunately, that misses. And you just stab your dagger very hard into the wall.
This is what you look like.
All right. While still smoldering, I attempt to like whip my sword out from the wall and smack him across the face.
That hits.
Oh, thank God.
Go ahead and roll damage with your sword slap.
It's too bad none of
Nice.
us is a rogue that can do the sneak
Um,
attack because there's people within range.
And you also get to roll an additional d6 because of your hunter's
Yeah.
mark.
That is right.
Oh,
Worth it.
Better than nothing. Yeah.
Hold on one sec here. Just for the future, you just roll the d6. You don't get the additional bonus, but I reduced it. So,
Oh, okay, right on.
Yeah. So you go ahead and you give him a huge slice across the cheek, and you have kind of gashed his helmet now, and it's bleeding heavily.
it's not where my book is.
Anything else on your turn?
I was thinking about a one-liner, but I think that's good.
You know,
Raina,
I
it
don't
is your
have
turn to
good
act.
one-liners.
I would sure like to finish this guy. Let's see.
That hits. Go
Here.
ahead and roll damage.
All right. Wait, I'm gonna hit the +2 this time so we don't forget it. Oop. And
I'm presuming this is non-lethal damage, correct?
yes.
Okay.
Right.
With that, you wail into his side with the battle axe right into his rib cage, and you hear like as he loses all his air, and falls unconscious.
I just let him drop. Guys, I helped. I did so much.
Hey, we're not done. There's still thank goodness. All right. Can I take like rope out of my bag or something?
Yeah, as
Or,
an
like,
object interaction, you could
Yeah.
take out rope.
I'm going to take out rope. Hopefully that will telegraph to the group that I am intending on tying these guys up.
Okay.
Oh. We should block the oh wait. Well, my next well, I get 6 seconds of speaking, right?
Yeah.
She'll look back toward Fishbait and say, block the door if you can.
The door is still open, by the way.
Close it and try to lock it again. I don't know. Yeah. All right. I'm sure that was she'll just kind of
I mean, I feel like when I walked in, I would have closed the door behind me.
I can't imagine that Fishbait would lock an open door with that that instruction.
0% chance.
The foreman knight looks at you, Flynn, and he's like, if I let you through, I'm as good as dead. And he wields his rapier one more time. It goes for a stab.
Miss.
He misses. And he just kind of stumbles and swings way past you.
Can
And
I
on it is your turn.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to run down this way and see what's in wherever the door is.
Okay.
Where's the door?
Yeah, it's right here. You throw open the door, and you see a kind of like mess hall. There's 2 tables, each with some like leftover dirty plates, as well as like some playing cards and stuff like that. But the room does appear to be otherwise empty, although there is an open window.
So
Not
there's
open,
no.
but there's a window you could see out.
Gotcha.
Through.
There's no steel, nothing in here.
Doesn't look like there's any steel in here now.
Cool. Then I'm just going to come back out into the hallway and just say nothing here.
Okay.
And that I'm so helpful, but that is my turn.
Okay. Shoal, it is your turn.
You want us to block the lock?
to close.
Come on, man. You're not that dense.
We will
You're
close
full of
the door.
bugs.
Okay. You close the door.
I like how you've all decided I'm under no threat, which is true.
It does appear to be true.
I
Yeah.
think he's hit you 0 times.
Yeah,
the
no, it's
damage
fine.
that's
I
been
like
done is
it.
by the dog.
And it's the
The
threat
dead
taken care
dog.
of. Yeah, you guys, you go eat. You know, close the doors. It's fine. I got.
I was rude ass. I was looking
And also,
for the deal.
a
No,
lot of our
either
last turns were
grabs.
taking down our knight.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I grappled a dude and I opened a door. I did so much. Leave me alone. I need a nap.
We need a snack. We will
Oh
have
no.
10, 15, 20.
I don't like how the sing-song
30.
counting.
Okay. The dog is one more space up, so you'll have to wait if that's where you're headed. But
Can he just like reach out with his arms and pull it towards him?
Where is the
Pulls out a
steel?
straw.
Where's the straw? Having
Really
this?
long. Where's the steel? He asks. If you don't tell me, I'm gonna eat your dog.
No, we are going to eat the dog regardless.
anything else from you, Shoal?
Feels bad,
We-
man.
That's where the steel is.
Flynn, it is your turn to act.
Look, I don't know who your boss is, who you're afraid is going to kill you, but there's a mound of insects right next to me that is going to eat your dog in front of you.
We will wait. We will wait very friendly.
Okay.
And if you don't help us, we'll just kill you. So
He will also eat you.
and he'll probably also eat you. So this is your last chance, is basically what I'm saying.
All right. Roll an intimidation check with advantage.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god. With advantage because this is cloaked thing came creeping up and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna eat your dog."
Oh, why did it?
It was
roll
with
it together?
advantage.
No, it like added it together. Didn't it?
Yeah, it
Oh.
did it 2D. Yeah.
Oh, you have to because you didn't put advantage.
Yeah,
Oops.
you got to click the advantage button
Well,
first.
it's +1. I got an 11,
Okay.
which
Um,
is somehow worse than what I did.
Yeah, it is. Oh, he didn't roll well.
On
He
brand.
drops his rapier by his side and he kind of sighs and you hear, "Just make it look good." And-
Punch him.
Oh.
Punch him. Wait, does he
okay.
want to die?
Yeah.
No, I think that means he wants to make it look like he got beat
I
up.
already stabbed you, dude. I can do it again.
He says, "Do it."
I'll do another one.
Just do it.
Non-lethal.
25 to hit. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He falls to the ground unconscious. No need to roll damage here.
Cool. Well, I'll just drop that then. I don't know if it's like still initiative, but I would like to check the body.
Before we do that, everyone roll a d10 for me, please.
No.
Fucking Christ.
Silence falls in the room as everybody lies unconscious and battered. Anna, you see through the door 6
Window?
enforcers. So yeah, the window and the door. You see the silhouette of 6 enforcers walking up, and you hear a knock on the door. And you hear, "Hello? Is everything okay in there?
Everyone,
We heard there were noises."
everyone hard.
Just
Guys.
answer them. Just so you know we're good. Thanks.
"Hello?"
Yeah, we're good.
Make a deception check, please.
That was convincing. I don't
Anna.
think we need a check.
I would have been like, the dog got spooked for some reason.
I bought that
and,
so
like,
quick, Anna. I was like,
Oh no, it's not awful.
Okay, let's see here.
nah, I stubbed my toe. I'm sorry. I know that sounded weird.
Oh.
What was that?
That was the kitten.
Oh yeah,
That's
sorry.
the kitten.
I pushed her against my head and she meowed in the mic and then left.
So cute.
Missed it.
You hear another knock on the door, and they say, "Who is that? Is that Luca? Open up!"
Yeah, because
it's
they
Luca.
know the people by name. That's bullshit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Luca. I dropped something on my toe. Can't quite come to the door though.
We would like to slither over and
Okay.
lock it.
Do not let him in.
Okay,
You have to. Okay.
you lock the door.
Okay, I thought you said unlock. I was
No,
like,
you
what are you
unlock.
doing? Okay.
It's a really good lock.
I thought you had already done that.
You hear it sounds like this is the Knoll that you heard before. And he says, "Fine, have it how you like it," and walks off.
Oh. Cool.
Hope
Just
you're having as good of a night as I am.
I'm just gonna kind of be like out of the doorway so that if for whatever reason they tried to peek in the window, I was not just standing in the
Yep.
doorway like
Yep.
I mean, clearly there's a reason that the enforcers need some help around here.
I'm gonna kind of like watch to see when they walk away.
Yeah, they came from that direction, so
Oh, they're gonna
you
go
don't
keep
see-
going forward.
Yeah, you don't see anybody pass by.
Cool.
Flynn, you are searching the foreman while he's unconscious.
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead
Are
and
we-
make an investigation check. You guys are
Oh,
out of combat. yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm going to go into this room.
Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
great. I got
Uh,
a 6.
yeah, you find like 17 copper pieces, but that's it.
Okay. This guy's useless. He's all yours, Stroll. And then,
What were you doing?
I was hoping he had some like keys or something, but
Oh,
these locks kind of suck, so I think I can just pick through the next one.
So yeah, is there
check?
anything in this room?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Nope.
This
Doesn't
place
seem
is
as,
empty.
and
The
there's
amount
not too much of
of
interest besides
ones
this
that
dog.
have been.
you are really good at picking out bodies.
All right, can I
Uh,
check this room?
Yeah,
to
you can roll investigation.
Okay. Don't fail me. Come on. Okay, it was better, but still not great.
Yeah, so this room has a desk in it that has like some cluttered notes. You find a log book. And then there are 2 bookshelves that seem to mostly have like ledgers and inventory records in them. But you don't find too much else of interest in the room.
Does the log have anything about the steel?
It doesn't.
Is there more in this warehouse?
Yeah, there are 2 double doors right in front of where Ruben and Reina are.
Okay. I don't know why I thought it was just these 2 hallways. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna come back out and go to the doors.
I would like to tie up the folks that we have dispatched so far and search the 2 that were not searched yet for keys.
Okay.
Anyone have health potions on them?
Go ahead and make a dexterity check for the tying up of folks.
Okay.
And then you can make an investigation check to search the unconscious bodies of the 2 sailors.
There's Dex. And
13, okay. No, doesn't seem to have anything on them.
all right.
These double doors are locked, however. Shoal, you would remember that the sailor unlocked them to get in.
Do any of these sailors have a name tag that says Luca on it?
They don't.
Darn. Okay.
But Anna, make an investigation check for me. Taylor.
Investigation?
Yeah.
God. Oh, there's a yes. Okay. Nope. I still.
Oh my
Christ!
Never
What
mind.
the hell?
I took out my
me.
magnifying glass and it was broken.
Oh my
This
goodness.
Fantasy Grounds, yeah, it doesn't need any updates because it's like, yeah, who needs to update one?
Everyone gets ones.
Yeah.
the perfect system.
Oh my
We would
goodness.
like to take the dog body and position it dead center on the rug
Okay.
where it looks like it's lying down.
The skeleton at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Facing the door. The head is facing the door out.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to position the dog corpse that way. Sure.
Very
What?
important.
What are you doing?
Who is that too?
All of you. You are all grouped together.
Trying to get through the doors.
Just looking
Oh.
for stuff.
Oh, we would like to look for stuff.
Do you remember how to get through this door? You've been here before.
There's a lot of benches and stools in this hallway.
There are a lot of benches, stools in this hallway.
Investigation checks are gonna kill us. Like we
Yeah.
are, we're
Classic.
gonna get nowhere in any of the campaign because we can't fucking find shit.
Excalibur's on the
Classic
wall, the Holy Grail's on this bench, and we're just
Yeah.
We're just like, I
Whatever.
just
A
a
lot of
little
benches.
dusty, but like there's like a weird cup, but like it's not.
Can I I would with that intel that I take seriously because I trust him.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go up to this bench and I'm gonna investigate this bench.
Do it.
There's like some dude that's like plastered against the wall that's like
that's
in,
good
in plain sight, and we
bench
cannot see him.
Is another sailor. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
This bench's leg is off. One leg is longer than the other.
Hey guys, you ever see a rocky bench before?
Yes.
Look at how rocky this one is.
Yeah, it
can't
rattles a
believe-
little clunk, 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 clunk.
I take a silver piece and I just kind of put it under one of the legs, and then I'm like, "Yep, there we go,"
Fixed.
and that's
Not
it.
to mix work with pleasure, but I know how to fix this. And then I'm gonna go to town on this bench.
Okay, make a dexterity check. Explain to me what Flynn attempts to do to elongate the leg of this bench.
Well, so I pull out all my
stabilize it.
tools,
I
all my
hate
fancy
this.
equipment, and I start to go into this spiel to Ruben about like, yeah, I actually like I have a history of like working on furniture and stuff. So this should be no problem. Like I can fix this super quick. And I like taking off all the legs. I'm kind of just disassembling the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then like assembling IKEA furniture without the catalog, I cannot figure out how to put it back together. And I'm like trying to be like, was it this leg? And I'm like sanding down a leg to like make them even, but then
Yep.
I sand down the wrong one. I make it
Eventually, the bench is reassembled, but there are two uneven legs now,
Yeah.
on opposite sides of each other.
Wait a sec.
And while that happens, I'd like everyone to roll a d10 for me.
Oh no.
This must be some kind of magic bench.
Okay.
Flynn, not. You mind giving the locks of the door a try before working on that bench anymore?
Oh, sure. No. This bench, I don't think it's a real bench. Someone should really look into this. I've never encountered a bench as wild as this one. Are these doors locked?
Yes, these doors are locked.
Okay. I will try to unlock them.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
That 20 was just
+2, so 14.
rude.
Let me just check here. Yeah, it's a little tricky, but you are able to.
Thank God. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough. Like I said, furniture's locks, they're no match for me.
The doors open into a massive, massive storage room with huge floor-to-ceiling piles of boxes, sacks, and crates. There's a huge pile of boxes kind of in the center that divides the room, and then some barrels, and it kind of divides into two sides. And Shoal, this would be familiar to you, as you've been in here before.
Now, it kind of looks like there's, I don't know if this is intentional in the map, but there's a creature coming out of the grates or something.
Huh?
I think it's just
Yeah.
water.
It kind of just
yeah.
looks like
Yeah,
there's
you
a
can
hand.
you can see like there's little sitting puddles of water.
One really looks like a claw.
It
Fish Bay,
seems
is
like
that you?
it seems like there is some type of waterway that goes underneath the warehouse, and these are kind of some drainage to that.
Ruben looks
Like way
as-
below though, because isn't that where the, or is it? Because isn't
This is on top of a cliff, so you imagine it's not like the
Oh.
ocean itself. It's
I
probably some
understand.
kind of like just water flowing.
Gotcha. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, my bad. No, my bad. I just wanted to allude to how I got with you guys. Ruben looks at Shoal and not Shoal, I'm so sorry, Flynn as he does that, and then he looks back and he sees, instead of a bench, a like really nicely put together bookshelf. And I'm like, oh, he did a really great job with that bench. And I look down and I pick up my silver piece because
Okay.
it's no longer needed. Just to confirm that I still have one silver piece.
Yep.
I walk to the rest of the crew.
Did everybody see the steel?
Where'd
Are there
that
any
steal at?
sailors in here? No.
The room is actually dark. There's just some
Oh.
light coming in from the sconces in the hallway. But other than that, it doesn't appear that anybody's in here. Though you're welcome to make a perception check.
Can I dancing lights?
Sure.
All right. You all just see me pull out these three like little small, like almost they'd be bigger than a firefly, like little glowing orbs from my pouch.
I don't like that you're just rolling,
It's just
sir.
for fun.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Those were D20s. I don't like it.
Sometimes I just like to see what my luck is like, you know?
I don't trust that. Sounds fake.
No one wastes a d20 roll.
I mean, as a DM, I waste them all the time.
So you made lights?
I made lights. I made
Yeah.
light.
Yeah, so the room is
First day.
filled with light. It's dim light in the corners of the room, but it's enough to be able to see.
Is there steel?
Yeah, so Shoal, with your perception check, nothing outwardly looks like steel. But it's hard to tell because a lot of these barrels and crates are closed. You can see into some of them, but you do notice that all of them have nailed to them some type of piece of paper. That looks like it has a bunch of information written on it.
We will go up to the nearest piece of paper, hold it down, look at it, and say,
Yeah, so
interesting.
you can see it's a.
Can you read?
Yeah, you
No.
can read.
No,
You can't read?
no.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't read. I forgot about that.
Lying liar who lies.
Oh no.
He's not lying. He just likes the paper.
This is very interesting. Look at this, everybody. Look at these pictures.
Everyone else taking a glance at it, you can see that it is a bill of goods from the Tory Trade Commission, indicating that this is legally imported potatoes. That
Hmm.
particular barrel, crate, sorry, that he looked at.
Can I start prying some of these crates open?
No, just read the damn box. Read the paper.
I don't necessarily believe them that it's potatoes.
All right. So you said that there wasn't anything that necessarily looked like steel, but it
Not
didn't.
outwardly.
But it
Well,
didn't
no.
come in like shipping or anything. So like, I'm gonna kind of go in further and just try to see because it wasn't shipped in. It was
Mhm.
on like kind of free. So just kind of checking around to see if there's
Okay.
it's like in a corner somewhere.
Didn't
Yeah, go ahead.
Shoal see a cage somewhere too?
Yeah, out on
yesterday?
the docks. And
Okay.
you would remember, Raina, that they mentioned that it is just sitting out on the docks currently.
The
The steel.
That's what they
steel?
mentioned in the Soak Sail Inn.
Are these doors at
That was a
the
day ago. Yeah, they're two massive floor-to-ceiling sliding doors.
and there isn't like windows that go out.
No, there's no view. There's no visibility outside.
Okay.
As you walk into the room, Anna, Shoal, you hear something, kind of a guttural coming from the grate in the floor,
I fucking knew it.
and that's where we're going to take our break.
You absolute liar! Say, oh, there's nothing in the grate.
Water.
There's no creatures drawn on the grate.
Just water.
There's no hand poking out. It's just water.
It was very confusing for me because I already have all the tokens laid out, but they're invisible. So when you were like, it looks like there's a creature crawling out, I was like, oh, that's funny that you mentioned that because there shouldn't
Oh
be.
shit!
But
damn it.
yeah, we will take our break. I will say before we take our break that the grate smashes open, kind of exceeding the bounds of the grate itself, and the floor gets kind of torn up with it. And coming out of the grate, a massive chomper, this
10-footer.
large
What the
crocodilian.
fuck? I was like, what the fuck is a chomper? But you're explaining.
Yeah, the large crocodilian, kind of dark blue and green, massive beast comes out, jaws snapping, and that is where we will return.
Can I be like those people that are going through haunted houses that when they pop out, they just immediately punch?
We'll find out. After this break, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. So,
God.
9:47. And welcome back to the warehouse of the Cleo. As this large oceanic crocodile-like creature with dark blue and green scales comes clambering out of this grate, I would like you all to roll initiative.
It's
boy.
not here to help us.
You guys in it?
Shucks.
Nice. Shoal with the 20.
Oh my god.
I'm glad. I'm glad being the one next to it that I had a pretty high initiative this round.
Yeah.
Weird. Mine didn't go through.
Did it roll off the?
I guess so. Oh, cool. That's fine. I rolled a 4 before. I don't really care.
All right. Let me just get back around to the top of the round here.
All these other sailors that we have yet to see.
Yeah.
Those are the ones we took care of, isn't it?
No,
Oh,
no
the
other
other
ones.
Perhaps the ones that we
No, there can't be more.
passed as they were leaving.
No, they're probably outside
Yeah.
or in a corner, or they're dead.
Okay, Shoal. It is your turn. What would you
Uh,
do?
Damn, did you roll a net 20?
We have never seen one of these before. What is the plan?
That is exactly what you did.
I assume this thing looks hostile.
It looks very hostile, yes.
Attack
Oh.
it.
We will climb up the barrels.
Is there time to answer his question with a perception? Or no?
Not with a perception, but
Okay.
yelling attack it is good enough.
If it's a monster. If it's a monster, attack it.
We examine the other grate.
Yes, you can.
Is it full of bodies?
There is something moving down in the grate.
Is that the rest of this body? Or is it
There.
another one?
There's something in that grate. Be careful.
A little busy
You
with
do
this
it.
one.
We will point to the other one.
Sure.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, that misses as your dart just kind of bounces off of its scaly hide. Flynn, your turn.
Okay. um. I'm going. How much? Is it difficult terrain to go over these boxes?
Which ones?
The in the middle of the room.
Yeah, those are very high. It would be an athletics check. Yeah.
Are they? They're pretty high. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is shoot at the crocodile.
Sure.
Let's get that out of the way.
That hits.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and roll damage. Whoa.
Nice. Right between the eyes.
Yeah. Your crossbow bolt thwacks into this chomper and it lets out a brrr.
Man, it's that heavy
Great.
already? Damn.
Good. Thank goodness.
And I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And my turn. We got to cover that grate.
It is your turn.
I'm going to punch the crocodile.
Yeah, its snapping jaws are right up against you.
Because that's what I do.
That hits.
Would have been slightly better, but that's fine. Oh, I didn't target it. My bad.
That's okay. And you whip around and look at this chomper with this big crossbow bolt kind of bleeding this kind of greenish blood down the front of it. You just punch it right on the crossbow bolt, splitting the skull of this chomper, and it collapses to the ground dead.
Well, shit, that was easy.
We got to come up with the name for that maneuver. That was good.
You mean my knuckles did not appreciate it, but sure. We can call it the knuckle bolt.
I like
it lets out kind of a massive sigh as its chest just kind of empties all the air that's in it.
Well, is it now covering the grate?
Yes, it is.
Great. Nothing will come out of that one.
Well, there's no grate
there's
there
another one.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a big
the
hole
floor's
in the floor.
broken. Gotcha.
And another hole in the floor is created as
fast.
another chomper just smashes its way out of the grate on the other half of the room and darts over to Flynn and attempts to take a bite at Flynn. And it gets a natural 1. Missing entirely. Raina, it is your turn.
Everyone's so quick to violence here. This is crazy.
We agree.
I think I just shot something in the head.
And also stabbing the guy down the hallway.
Yeah, I am still. I think it attempting to bite Flynn is a rage situation.
Sure.
So I'm gonna run up to it. 5, 10. Yeah, no problem. And take a swing with the old battle axe.
Mm-hmm.
The old battle axe.
And just hope for the best since I'm pretty low.
That hits.
All right.
You smack the battle axe down into the top of its back, right in the center, with a loud.
I hit +2 already, so
Nice.
bad at it. So 9.
And it makes a moan like, as it cries out in pain.
Alrighty.
No, so now they're. Oh, it's not dead.
And I. Yeah, I guess I'll stay put. I'll pass it to Ruben.
you guys would probably notice like a change in tune and the way Ruben's carrying himself when he sees this Goliath monstrosity, and he runs over and recklessly just is swinging his sword and misses.
So reckless.
Thanks, dice. You just like ruined a moment.
Or did it make the moment?
Yeah, maybe. I don't
You
know.
did say reckless.
Yeah, well, I said reckless when I missed. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember. You're probably right. I probably screwed that up.
Joel, it's your turn.
You've heard of bullseye, but have you heard of crocodile?
Wow.
Oh no.
And it bounces off of its hide again.
Good.
What?
That joke deserved it.
I guess we were cockeyed.
Oh my goodness.
All right. I'll notice Ruben and Raina's demeanor and follow suit in slashing it.
Okay.
I was gonna do that anyway. Who am I kidding?
I now see the doors and what's
Yeah.
happening behind them.
I'm casually ignoring it.
I don't see anything. I don't see anything.
Shh. I somehow hit with my +7.
Turn around.
And then my hubris made me roll a 1.
Oh no!
I mean, a
Still,
one,
this
a one
jumper
for
is looking
damage
badly
is
injured.
still better than a 1 for hitting.
Yeah, true. That was pass. That's my turn.
All right, so now I'm going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hang out with Flynn, and I guess I will punch this one too.
Sure.
Because I remember how punchable the other one was. And I rolled the exact same,
Nice.
I think.
I just shoved everything on my desk to clap. I saw anything higher than a 10 just now and was pumped.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh,
Nice.
So I left
And this
my
is very
stabby
lethal.
arm in
Mhm.
there, and so you punched my like elbow to get that deeper in.
I actually grabbed it, just shoved it in, pulled it out.
We make
Now
a
I just
good
have
team.
now I just have your arm in my hand. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, I mean we do pretty well for ourselves, huh?
As that happens, you hear the shuffling of footsteps and the creaking of the boardwalk out by the pier. And you hear, Finley, Bo, what's going on? And the door opens to reveal the toy knight and doll sailor pulling back the door, hearing the commotion. They peek their heads in and see the carnage before them.
We will wave.
And the doll says, "We're under attack!" and runs in.
hold
No,
on.
actually, we are exterminators. We were told that there was a problem that was happening around the sewer kind of area, and clearly something happened.
all your men are safe in the other room. We just took out 2 chompers.
Yeah, we were hunting these things.
It happened to lead us here.
So you're still in combat, so not all of that is able to be said.
Oh, shit.
As the doll draws his cutlass and goes to attack Anna twice.
Right.
The first attack misses.
Well, let me move back to where I was.
Yeah. The second attack also misses.
Hey,
He just kind of runs in desperately and is like, "We're under attack!" And
like I
doesn't do
said,
anything.
we are exterminators.
I'm just training these sailors. My God.
If they were
The other
sailors,
door
not
opens.
soldiers.
Revealing the 2 poppets who the second poppet runs in first. and
I'm
also
hanging
attempts
out.
to attack Anna.
I really like to be in the exact places where people like to pop up and
Missing.
attack.
Oh my god.
And missing again.
I'm like Neo in the Matrix. I'm just like,
They're like they're both swinging their swords like the god and anime kid. Just
Literally, Taylor,
I can
every
see,
time
I can see the
talk.
code.
You've said exactly what I'm thinking like, every time tonight. Like I was about to be like, no, I don't know if the Matrix is a thing in this universe, but that's pretty
It's like,
reminiscent.
oh. And I'm like watching as I'm like they're passing. I'm just like, oh.
shoot, 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 shoot.
Wow.
Raina, it is your turn.
If I
Had $1 million.
see. How I can jump up on the crates, right?
You'd have to make an athletics check to jump up on the crates.
I would like to try to jump up on the crates and attack the doll from kind of above.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
I will. Athletics.
Oh, I really
Yeah.
teased there.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
able
weird.
to climb up. It'll take double movement to get up there, but you're able to get up there.
That's fine. I didn't need much movement. Cool. I'm gonna strike at this doll.
Don't ever call me doll.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Perfect.
And you're still raging, so.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh. You jump up onto the crane just with a huge thud. Boom! Smack
You just
that
like
battle axe down on his head.
Gallagher'd him.
And he is heavily damaged.
That is my turn.
All right, Ruben.
So this is probably a dumb question, but these barrels right here are not going to obstruct my attack on Stellar
No.
Puppet 2.
Not if you from standing there, you can attack Papa 2 easily, yeah.
Then I would love to just slap him in the face with the side of my sword.
That seems to work.
Damn it.
Unfortunately, this time it doesn't.
It never does, right? Like
You swing at his face and he goes back and his nose is just short enough it doesn't connect and you connect with the barrel a little.
can I make it look like I did it on purpose? Just kidding. You can only do that so many times.
Poppet 1 runs in and draws his cutlass and again attempts to attack Anna. Hitting. Dealing that much damage.
All right.
And then attacks again.
Oh, well.
This time he misses.
Okay.
So he
it's just
connects
like,
once, but then resumes, just swinging wide.
there's just like a slight waft of smoke. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a lot, but it's definitely starting again.
Then this toy knight, that was 5, 10, 15. It's going to try and get up on the boxes. Which it does.
No, I was hoping you need like face plant or something.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Same.
And goes to attack Raina with his cutlass.
Oh, boy.
Missing with the first attack.
Missing with the second. Come on.
And hitting with the second.
Oof.
Oh,
Dealing. Oh! Reduced to half, so 6.
Okay.
I think that's still,
But that's still enough.
she was at like
Raina,
yeah.
this cutlass just slashes across your already gashed front, and you collapse to the ground unconscious.
Oh, I hope someone has any. All right, I guess I can't say anything now. So
Joel, it is your turn.
We are aghast. Raina, come here. As we go to her.
envelop.
Jump down. No, no. Urban and B would just like to caress, just like as in like more like scoop up instead of like flop down.
Yes,
Like we
okay.
would.
That's polite.
We like you a lot. We're friends.
That's nicer than whatever I get.
Okay. And Raina, you gasp back to consciousness, and you can feel like a whole bunch of crawlies underneath you, kind of sealing up some of your wounds with their kind of secretions and pulling them together, and they're healing up quite rapidly.
You scared us.
Well, I appreciate it. That scared me. Oh, I'm not enraged anymore.
No.
I'm out
No.
of rages.
And if you get hit, you're taking that full damage.
Flynn, it is your turn.
Oh boy.
I will try to stab the doll in front of me.
Sure. Unfortunately, that misses.
Of course it does. I'm going to. I don't know if I want to risk it. I think I have to. I'm gonna back up,
Okay.
kind of like get to the other side of the room.
Sure. The sailor will attempt to attack you.
I figured he might.
Yep. And he does hit, dealing this much damage. Scratching down the length of your back with the cutlass as you run away.
Oh, I forgot you already took damage from the dog.
Yeah.
Oof.
That sucks.
Okay, I guess I will I'll punch the one that hit Flynn.
Sure. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damn it.
Okay. Phew. Oh, it's still enough.
Is this non-lethal damage?
Absolutely not.
All right. You swing around with your fist and connect with the side of the doll's head, and just smash his head into the barrel
You
or into the crate.
you smacked my tall son.
And he is dead.
We
Anything
didn't
else
say
on
we
your
had
turn?
to make all of them alive. Nope, that is it.
Okay. The second poppet attempts to attack you on him. Seeing that you have killed his comrade, that hits.
His best friend, who he said he was gonna go get he's with later.
Clarence!
You
Dealing
should've-
4 damage.
Should have listened to my story about how we were just exterminators, but didn't listen.
Now we are exterminating you.
All right, I am smoking some more. Starting to get thicker.
Oh wait, the poppet gets 2 attacks.
Rude.
It is pretty rude.
He doesn't have to. He just has the option.
Yeah, I never
He was
remember that
so
when
he was
I'm
so
level five.
optional.
traumatized.
He hits with the second as well,
Does it say that they're level 5?
No, but I mean,
dealing.
I assume.
The attack twice thing. Yeah.
But you can get it by
Okay.
level 3, can't you?
Oh, can you?
Multi-attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extra attack is usually level 5. It depends on the class.
Oh, did it hit me?
I did hit you
Mhm.
for 3 damage, yeah.
Cool. We're smoking a little bit more.
And Raina, it is your turn.
Whew. All right. I guess I am gonna strike at the guy next to me and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Which one is next to me?
Toy Night 2.
Toy Knight. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
That
yeah,
hits.
you
Go ahead
do
and
it.
roll damage.
You do it to him.
Oh, okay.
Heavy damage onto the toy knight.
Nice.
And he kind of gasps as you slash
As
across
he
his
s-
chest with your battle
Oh,
axe.
sorry.
When attacks of opportunity happen, it's
Mhm.
only one attack, right?
Correct.
So you can and probably should move back.
I'm going to back up. All right, 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And yeah.
The toy knight will attempt to swipe at Raina with his cutlass as that happens.
Bring it.
Miss it. Miss
Oh, he does it.
Oh my God!
Let's
When you-
go.
Nice.
that was nerve wracking.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Alright.
so he swings wide, still kind of clutching his chest, which is bleeding heavily from your battle axe wound.
I realized he could just run up to me his next turn, but I mean, there are other people. He might not attack me. It was worth a shot. All right.
Ruben.
After missing the first slap on the backswing, I attempt to slap again.
Go for it. That misses. You do connect with him, but you can hear it just kind of hits into the chainmail and doesn't cut through.
Just want to play the game, dice.
it.
I want to play
The
the
dice
game.
have not been kind.
Yeah, for real.
Cool. We did a whole turn for that, Beatrice. Sorry.
The Poppet one, it says he's trying to get away, and attempts to climb the boxes.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
If he leaves your range, yes. Yeah, he climbs up and then hops down
Oh, of course he does.
and runs towards Flynn.
Okay,
That's
but he
a
did
lot of-
move.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's a lot of opportunity attack.
it is. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna punch him.
Everyone,
Kill him.
go.
I don't even care anymore. I'm
Oh, it was almost a 20.
That is.
Fuck.
As long as it hit.
Oh my God!
All right,
That guy's
this.
gonna die.
Yeah.
So you can't take opportunity attacks with ranged weapons, Shoal.
Mm.
But if you have a melee weapon, you could try with that.
Can we try with our quarterstaff?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage on that.
Oh, snip snap.
It's a good try.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine if my 20 had hit too? That guy
Oh.
Can you
would.
imagine
Yeah.
if these innocent guys just listened to us from the beginning?
This is
Uh,
not lethal.
He starts running after Flynn, and as he leaves,
Okay.
Shoal just whips out the quarterstaff and gunk knocks him on the head, and he collapses to the ground unconscious.
Did you say that was non-lethal?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, it was
Okay.
non-lethal.
All right. Oof. All right. 2 left.
The toy knight is like, Kobe, no! And runs over here and goes to attack Shoal twice with his cutlass. Gets a nat 1 on the first attack.
That should make it so that he can't attack again.
I decided it won't.
Pretty rude of you.
And it hits on the second attack.
He was nice enough to give us 3 attacks on that guy.
That's
Dealing
mean.
5 damage. And that is his turn. Shoal, it is your turn to act next.
We will look up at this toy knight. Did you mean to do that? We don't think you meant to do that.
You see the eyes of his helmet go wide. He's like,
We would like to. Is there any way to use the quarterstaff to try to sweep his feet from under him?
Sure, make an attack roll.
You know, I'm glad that that's what you went with because I was like, grab his ankles and pull.
Unfortunately, it misses as he kind of jump rope hops above your quarterstaff. Pretty nimble, this toy knight.
Hmm.
You are pretty nimble. Toy knight. we'll stay right here, staring him down
Okay.
with our empty sockets.
Yeah.
As
Flynn, it is your
I
turn.
watch the toy knight kind of jump and like realize he doesn't have anywhere to go once in the air, I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Sure.
And with all that explanation, I better hit.
You
You
Yeah.
do
might.
hit.
just like a little bit of a hit.
Oh, man. Dealing 11 damage with
Yeah.
the crossbow.
Another
Yeah, you
headshot.
jump up. He jumps up, and you just headshot him right in the helmet, right in the dome, and he dies.
Okay, cool. I'm not the only one who killed
I'm
someone.
gonna before that in my turn, I'm gonna look quickly at the last sailor and be like, "Is your name Luca?" And then,
I'm gonna punch him.
Do it. Oh, it was right on the edge there.
Yeah, I was like, was that cocked? Like, what happened?
Unfortunately, that misses. You hit him in the shoulder, but it doesn't appear to do much damage. You kind of you can feel the armor underneath. It doesn't penetrate.
It's pretty stupid because it would have been on a 16 if it didn't get caught. All right, I guess that's it for me. I really wish that my character build had any kind of helpful bonus actions.
right. I'm feeling the lack of bonus action.
Well, just make sure you're using all your abilities.
Yeah, I just didn't want to.
Yeah, I only have one left, and I didn't want to use it on friends,
What
people
a
that I don't want to
noob.
kill.
The poppet, seeing everybody dead, 2 people dead and 1 person unconscious before him, he puts his hands up and he says, "Okay, all right, just let me go, let me go." And
Can we have that
takes-
all in one swift motion where I'm like, boom, duck, boom, duck, back up. Okay.
yes, that's exactly how it happens. Yeah,
Oh, and then I go to punch him and I miss.
and he takes the disengage action.
Smart.
Or not disengage, sorry, dodge. Takes the dodge action. Raina, it is your turn.
I am going to walk up close-ish, but stay on the boxes, so I'm kind of looming over and out of
Okay.
range, and ask him, show us where the steel is and help us get out of here, and we'll let you live to tell the tale of how the skeleton crew robbed you.
No.
Make an intimidation check.
We're supposed to be
I-
joining.
yeah.
Smooth.
We
Can
have
I crack my knuckles to add
yeah.
Well, we'll give it back. Oh, that again.
And also, the skeleton crew is looking for employment.
Let me see here.
Is he intimidated? 11.
He says, "I can't tell you that. Listen, just tie me up."
We're gonna find it either way.
And
Are
he
you
says,
gonna
"Go
make
ahead
this
and find it."
Raina will look
So
at
smart.
her friends and be like, "Can someone intimidate him a little bit better?"
I can try when it gets to my turn.
Are we still in combat?
Yeah.
Listen here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my bug friend over here, my fish bite, crawl up in your ears,
Yeah, I
in
mean,
your mouth. If you don't tell us where it is.
If people are no longer trying to attack him, then we can leave combat and we can just talk to him.
All right. Can
I
I
mean-
try to intimidate him? Like
Um,
grab him by the shirt?
Also, I'm going to have Ruben roll one first because he just said that thing.
Sorry.
No, it's
Technically,
okay.
his
No, you're
turn
good, you're good.
next,
I,
yeah.
I,
Yes.
I darn slipped through the cracks there.
Said
No,
that
you're good.
thing.
Intimidation. Oh, I thought I was more intimidating than that, but I'm not. What do you think of that?
I think we're warming him up. I think we're getting there.
Yeah.
He kind of drops his cutlass to the side in frustration, and he says, "Listen, just tie me up and knock me out, and you can find it. But I can't lie, and I'm not a good liar. And if I tell them that I told you where it is, I'll lose my job."
Can you give us a hint?
I'm gonna knock him out.
Okay.
I'm gonna wave Sholon.
We're gonna wave him off.
We're gonna no.
We have business with this chopper, and we're going to start to consume the chopper.
So, Anna, are you gonna hit him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll for it and everything, or just because he's willing? Just
No, he's willing. Yeah. you
okay.
can knock
Then
him
I'm gonna
unconscious.
non-lethally punch him.
Yeah. Yep.
An uncontested punch.
Knock him the fuck out.
And with that, he collapses to the ground with a very sore noggin.
And he wasn't intimidated at all by the fact that I'm currently smoking.
Didn't seem to be. No, he was very resolute. Pretty calm guy. He knows when the jig is up and he wants out.
I can tell you right now, a lot of people do not smoke the way I do. Few and far between.
It's
Okay.
a bad habit.
I literally can't do anything about it. So
All right. And with that, combat is ostensibly over. Shoal, you're able to go up and consume some of the chopper, but it's a pretty big creature.
We want to focus on the head.
Okay. Sounds good. You're able to
Yeah.
completely expose its skull.
all right, I'm gonna go out and try to see if there's anything on these docks.
Yeah, walking out onto the docks, you're greeted by this amazing kind of panorama view of all of the lights of the ledge wharfs. You can see the ocean is 300 feet below, but then across the way is another cliffside with the eastern ledge wharfs, which are also lit by lantern light. You can still see some ships coming in and out. The docks here are stacked with barrels and crates, and you can see this one pier that extends out from the boardwalk that has several cranes on it, as well as several boxes and barrels. And then you can see 3 large steel cages that are seated kind of in the center. And looking down, you can see the bay is a little filled with refuse, and there's little ship 300 feet down below, the Cleo, presumably, resting in the water.
But any steel?
You don't see any steel outwardly, but you can make a perception check if you'd like.
Would it be okay. Skills, perception.
That's better than investigation.
Hmm.
You see pretty much what I described.
Great.
I feel like our investigation in this room got interrupted, so I want to keep going through crates in here. The
Sure.
ones on this wall. Is that another investigation?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I'm gonna go down the dock to see if, like, by where the Cleo is,
Mhm.
like down, like if up there's the steel anywhere.
Yeah. Flynn, as you start searching the boxes, for the most part, you find like foodstuffs and other materials. All of them seem to be aligned with what's on the bill of goods that's nailed to the crate or barrel.
Okay.
Anna, as you approach the cages down here, you can see there is a large kind of tarp-like blanket that is over a bunch of boxes that are inside the cages, and the cages are padlocked.
Can I try to like stick? Is it enough that I'd be able to like stick my hand in and like lift to see what was? Under?
No, the cages are not quite wide enough that you'd be able to get a hand in.
But there's not like a corner that's nearby.
Yeah, you could actually probably grab a corner of like the tarp to pull the tarp away
Yeah.
if you'd like.
Okay, yeah. Can I do that and then try
Yeah,
to, like, pull
yeah.
it
Make
up
a
to see?
dexterity check for me. See how nimble your fingers are.
I mean, dexterity
While
check, right?
Mhm.
Great.
she's doing that, I'd like to tie up the unconscious.
Fucking damn it!
Oh.
I hate this damn game.
You reach for this little flap cloth that's hanging out, and then a breeze blows, and it blows all the cloth in the other direction, and you're like, ah, and it blows right out of your fingertips. Sorry, Flynn, what were you saying?
Yeah, sorry. I want to tie up the unconscious people we haven't tied up yet. Still in
Sure.
this room.
Yeah. Make a dexterity check for your binding of the folk.
Just tens.
Okay. 10.
Must be nice.
And then what is everyone else up to?
Shoal, did you
I'm taking my short sword and trying to.
did you eat the foreman back there? No. Okay.
He wasn't dead. I
Yeah.
thought we
Yeah,
just.
he was just unconscious, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join Flynn because I want to interrogate more.
Yeah, I'm going back to the foreman to try to get something out of him.
We are
Okay.
watching Anna.
I think we can be worse than the Greybloods. Like, you know what I mean? I think we can make them feel comfortable in our arms.
I would like to try to get into these cages to see what's in them too. I don't know if-
How would you like to do that?
I would like to try to break the lock on them.
Okay.
I will laugh so hard if this is one of those things where I'm like trying to like get the thing with my sword and then you just break the thing right in front of me and I'm like, what was the
Go ahead
Uh,
and make an attack roll.
Okay. Just an attack roll?
Mhm.
All right.
Your battle axe connects with the padlock, but it seems to be made of a very strong metal, and it is not budging underneath the smack of your battle axe.
Does it seem like if I hit it multiple times, it's like getting damaged, or
Yeah,
is
it seems like it would take a long time to damage it with your battle axe. You could certainly try, but you'd probably risk somebody hearing you.
I'm gonna
Am I able
Take
to
a-
get the tarp with my sword?
Yes, you're able to get the tarp with the tip of your sword, and pull the cloth away, and you see inside 5 small-ish boxes, and these boxes do not have any bill of goods on them that you can see.
can either of you pick locks?
Nope.
I'm gonna go get Flynn. And I'm
Flynn's busy.
While this is happening, everyone roll a d10 for me.
Oh no.
Ah.
All right, that wasn't awful.
Okay.
Wow, a lot of
Wow.
sevens.
Yeah.
Jackpot.
Ding, ding, ding.
We got 3. Is that lucky 7? Can we? Money just starts raining from the sky. Like
I'll
what?
never expose my system.
Can I
Ow.
make it to Flynn or like to the doorway where Flynn and Ruben are?
Yeah.
Without an incident? All right. I'm going to poke my head through and be like, Flynn, we maybe found it, but there's definitely some locks. And I could break them, but it's going to take a while and be noisy.
Is
Right,
there a-
help me tie these guys up. Flynn, you go.
I already tied them up.
Yeah, she already tied up everybody out in the foyer.
Yes.
Well,
The only ones that weren't tied up were the ones that we literally just fought.
And Flynn
Oh.
just got those.
Oh, I thought
We
that's
are
what we were on our way to do.
covered.
I was on my way to try to wake up the foreman because I wanted to ask questions to them.
Right
See
now.
if they have keys.
We're
Yeah.
gonna intimidate these guys. Flynn, you're gonna go unlock.
Is there a
some stuff.
box that's close enough to me that I could like try to pry the top open?
I don't think you would be able to get your short sword in far enough to be able to do that. It'd be a very high DC, but you could go ahead and make a dexterity check.
You might get an at 20.
Fuck this game.
Unfortunately, because of how narrow the cage is, you can't get your sword in flat, which would make it a lot easier to pry. And you're instead kind of just slicing the lid with the tip of your sword because you can't get it flat.
How big are these crates?
They're about this.
Like,
Why?
are we able to get in there?
Yeah, you could get into the cage.
We would like to get in the cage and try to open up the crates by hand.
Okay. Yeah, so you all watch as Shoal's form
me.
just sifts through.
Just
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's just me.
Anna, you watch as Soul's form sifts through the spaces within the cage, and Shoal appears inside of it. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me, Shoal, to pry the boxes open. You can go ahead and make another one if you'd like, but that one doesn't quite do it. Yes, with a 12, you're able to pry up the lid. You can see a bunch of nails kind of hanging out of the bottom of the lid that were securing it. And looking inside, you see several steel ingots piled up inside the box.
I would have laughed if we did all that shit for nothing.
It's bananas.
They're like, fuck.
The box of rubber ducks.
We found. Super excited. We are shouting. We found it! We found it!
Everyone roll a d10 for me.
Okay.
Are you trying to make our life harder? God damn you.
Okay.
It's not rolling. Hang on. There we go.
I'm gonna kick you into the ocean.
Oh, I rolled twice.
Wandered my
I'm
night.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell
You all hear Shoal yelling, "We found it."
All right.
I'm gonna tell Raina and Ruben, wake him up, but don't let him go until I get to ask him some questions. And then I'm gonna head over to unlock the crate, the gate thing.
All right. Ruben and Raina, how are you going to wake up this unconscious guard?
I will bend down and just give him a little on the face. Just a light little.
That's not going to do it.
Darn.
Is there plumbing that we know of?
Not that you know of. Besides the two grates that you saw bust open in the warehouse.
Okay.
You can make a medicine check to try and stabilize him, remove him from unconsciousness.
I'm gonna do that. A medicine check. Oh, I'm actually kind of good at that. Okay. Ooh, first good roll of the night.
Yeah. You are able to patch him up a little bit, stabilize him, and then slowly he regains consciousness. And he's tied up and he's like, "Oh, gods, what do you want?"
That's a good question. One of our friends wants to ask you something, so you're just gonna sit tight.
He lets out a sigh and kind of sits there. Flynn, you go over to the cage and go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flynn walks over and no problem, just
I don't even
quickly-
use lockpicks. I just like Fonzie. I just like
box kick.
I'm here.
The padlock pops open. and
You
you're
just look at it
able-
sternly.
You're able to release the kind of chains that are wrapped around the cage and swing the door open.
About
Sweet.
the great.
So how many boxes are there?
There are 5 boxes.
Can I try to lift one to see how heavy it is?
Yeah, it's extremely heavy.
Oh.
One for
Yeah.
each of us, though.
But if it's extremely heavy and I can't lift it, you probably will.
You
be
can
like,
you can lift it,
Oh.
but you would not be able to like walk for a long period of time with it comfortably.
Unless we
Um,
had a
Each
Good
one of these
thing we
boxes
got a
are
cart.
several hundred pounds, yeah, or like probably about 150 pounds.
Knowing this is going on, I kind of look at my henchman and I kind of just give him a nice like on the cheek, and I'm like,
Passes out.
"Glad you're okay, buddy." And I walk away
All right.
because I'm gonna go look at what Flynn's up to.
Yeah, I'll follow Ruben if
You're
he
just
seems.
leaving him alone.
I mean, he's tied up.
He's tied up. He's fine.
You asked us to wake him up.
And make sure he doesn't leave.
Well, Flynn would be
He's
over
tied
by now.
up.
I
Okay,
trust
fine.
my not tying, or you're not tying. I forget. I think you tied him up. But
I hope so.
yeah. All
It
right.
was like a 10 roll, but
He was
Um,
pretty incompetent, this guy. So uh
steel's open. We need to get the cart back here. I'm gonna go talk to that guy real quick, and then we can get out of here.
we
Someone
probably
wanna
ought to
grab the cart.
With
bring-
that new intel, I'll go grab the cart since I've made that my responsibility.
Well,
All right.
can't you walk around? Oh no.
the rest of us should probably get the steel as close to the door as we can so we can make this exit quick.
Ruben, as you approach the door, make a perception check for me.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Ooh. No, this is exciting. I see nothing.
I mean, maybe
Okay.
11's not awful.
Yeah.
No, 11 is not bad. You hear the of somebody is trying the door
Oh, okay.
from the outside. Somebody's trying to get in. You can hear pulling and on the door handle.
Maybe they'll go away.
I don't know if anyone's close to me. It looks like, I mean, on the map, Flynn is right
No,
behind
Flynn
me.
is not there. Flynn is
Where-
out. He just
where
unlocked
did
the
we-
padlock.
Where's the
It's just
the
like
cart
across the
hanging
street,
out?
kind of, right?
It's right outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to over anticipate any of my party coming up behind me and just kind of throw up one of these.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can we be picking up these boxes in the
He
meantime?
disappears.
With a natural 20.
Give me those meme glasses.
You are confident that you
Yeah.
are not being you're not being detected.
I'm confident that I'm not being. That's different than not being detected.
No, you're confident.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-oh.
Corner. I stealthily walk to the corner.
Yeah,
And
without a sound.
I don't have any way to communicate with my team. So that's fun. Okay.
Anna is by the cage,
But
looking Shoal in the sockets, saying, "We are trying to be quiet because we do not want to be caught. Let's not yell anymore, please. That'd be great.
okay.
But thank you for finding it."
can I carry 2 boxes?
Make an athletics check for me.
I feel confident about this.
Do you?
Yeah. This is a strength thing. I can do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can
okay.
carry 2 boxes.
I'm a barbarian. So,
As that is happening, Ruben, you can hear a conversation behind the door. And you hear one person saying to another, "Do we break it down?" And another one says, "I don't know if we could break it down. I mean, we don't really have cause to break it down." And you hear another voice say, "I called out for Luca before earlier and he didn't call back. His office is empty. I really think there's something up here." And
Do you have a warrant?
yeah.
All right, you guys are gonna hate me if I fail at this, but because I'm hearing this, never mind. The idea in my head was like way cooler, and then as it played out in my head, I was like, nope, not
oh,
exactly.
dice rolls, damn it.
I can't just be extra suave. The dice really
Meanwhile,
don't let
back
us
on
The
the
away.
dice
pier.
really hate me.
Is everyone picking up a box?
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least I am.
I'm getting 2.
And you begin to very heavily carry these very heavy boxes back into the warehouse.
You can, Ruben, when we're walking in, you can be like,
Yeah.
No, I know.
But you see Ruben's got his finger up like this. Come into the foyer.
okay.
He
'Cause
anticipated
I'm still
it.
doing
Yeah.
this thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. This is the motion.
So
Nice.
I was gonna say I'm gonna not go into the foyer to try to make less noise and just be in the warehouse.
And you hear rapping on the door now, and you hear, Luca, come on, mate. What's going on in there?
He's awake, isn't he?
Hang on. I have an idea.
Was
Wait, no,
Luca
it's
the
a bad
foreman?
idea.
Did we know
Yeah.
that?
Well,
We never knew. No,
I
'cause
mean, but we didn't know that. But he just said that there was nothing in his office. So if the guy came out of that room,
Okay.
like,
Well,
we would
we
know.
didn't hear
Oh,
any of this.
That's right.
we didn't.
Ruben
but-
heard it.
Oh,
Ruben.
yeah, you don't know what's going on. So, like
we
I did
just know we're
before,
being shushed.
I have to pretend to be Luca again.
Well, you could just talk to him because isn't he awake?
No
We don't know if
metagaming
that's
now.
Luca. We just woke up a guy though, so
Oh, am I hearing talk about Luca?
You cry out,
Yeah.
and you hear a call back. Yes, where is he? We've been hearing reports of a lot of disturbances and noise coming from here. We need to speak to him immediately.
Well,
And
of
there's
course
another
you
guy
have,
coming
haven't
through.
you? Luca, what a great guy. Spilled a whole ton of sludge on the back docks, and he's scrubbing it up right now.
Go get him.
All right,
Uh,
just give me about like 10 minutes. He is the key too, so I can't let you in. I'll be right there.
Make a deception check for me, Ruben.
Run, he says, when all of us are carrying heavy bags.
Whatever, it's not my problem. It is.
It is your problem.
Oh shit.
oh no.
All right, you walk away and you hear you have 1 minute.
All right, we better hope this guy is Luca.
We have an idea.
Oh,
Is it
Tell
quick?
us.
Yes.
You have 1 minute.
Anna said, push us down to the water. Maybe we should go down to the water. On cranes.
And steal a boat? We don't
There's
know.
the boat. We see the boat, right?
There was a
Yeah,
boat.
go down there.
Yeah. There's the boat.
well, where will the sewer area lead us?
No,
That's not
we
oh,
get
no.
the steel
300
back.
feet down.
How do we get the steel back to Toraigh if we leave on a boat? This is
What?
the only way up.
Raina is gonna walk away from this and go up to the guy they knocked out earlier and go, "Are you Luca?"
He says, yeah, I'm Luca Reed.
Why have you been so quiet?
She's going to pick him up, kind of motion at the team. It's like quiet. Drag him to the door and just be like, "Tell him we're all good in here. Or so help me, I will do something very nasty. Just please."
I'm gonna aim my crossbow at him.
Okay, make an intimidation check with advantage.
And I'll aim my
This
slap
is
and
the
sword at him.
roll of the night here, folks.
Okay, who's making it here?
Either of you could make it, or both of you could make a singular roll, whichever you'd like.
I'll just help you.
Okay. I will try to do this. I don't think I have any actual bonus to intimidation, but
No.
Do you know who does?
It dropped a 3.
For a 6.
Okay. You bring him over to the door,
I'd die.
and Luca says, "A key. I need a key." And he gestures with his head over to the badger.
don't believe him.
Okay. Make an
Do it.
insight check.
Insight.
You remember that Flynn searched him earlier and didn't find a key on him, but the other guards have unlocked the doors, so you think he might be telling the truth. But he's in a crazy situation. It's hard to read him, you know.
Can I take a piece of steel from one of the boxes and hold it out as if I'm going to give it to him?
Sure.
Maybe say, "Look, we'll cut you in on this a little bit. Just don't do anything crazy. and go try to get a key for him, I guess. Not
Sure.
untie
Yeah.
him.
Make a persuasion check and an investigation check.
Make an incentive check.
As you do this, you hear 20, 19,
Okay.
18.
Well,
We're gonna
And
start backing up to the brains.
Shout out or something and be like, "I'm here."
I mean,
I'm
that's what
getting the
I
door
asked him to
open.
do, basically.
Yeah, this has all been building up to that.
Looking now intentionally for the key, you can see that it is in the rear pocket of the badger stuffkin. There's a singular metal key that looks like it would work on this door.
I am going to hold it in my hand and say, "You yell, we're all good." And I'm going to say it quietly to him.
Okay. Wait, sorry. Did you say we yell? You're
No,
all
no,
good?
no. I'm telling him to yell that we're all good so
Oh.
the enforcers can hear it.
Like everything's fine.
Yeah.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Exactly.
He says, "Hey, it's Luca. We're all good," and looking kind of panically. And they say, "Luca, open the door."
He's still tied up, isn't he?
Yes.
Well, you see, you distracted him from finding the key to bring him up here, and that's what he was in the middle of doing with the sludge on the docks.
And he says, hold on, I'll get the key. And he looks around like,
Unless anyone opposes, I'm going to cut him loose. We're going to get out of this.
Are we? Are we gonna get out of this?
I'm
What
going
happened to Anna? Why is she on the ground?
Yeah. I will press the key and the one piece of steel into his hand.
yeah, he takes it.
We will see what happens.
I still have my I'm gonna try to hide a little bit, but still have my crossbow on.
Yeah,
him.
where is everyone
Smart.
else in the room?
Yeah.
As he's
I'm
approaching the door.
ducking behind, like I'm still in the like warehouse part, and
Yeah.
I'm hiding behind the door, like the wall.
I'll
So-
add a token in here so we can see. It's not going to be the same token that it was before because that's not right.
Oh yeah, and my screen I can see, but obviously I am the only one in this room.
Okay, and that's where everyone else is.
We are trying to figure out how to work the cranes.
Okay.
Okay. And Reyna, you're standing behind Luca.
Yeah. I'll stand a little bit off to the side, but I'm not making a huge effort to hide.
Okay.
Did you untie him?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm trying to bribe him
Okay.
to work with us here. Intimidation wasn't working, so
Make a bribe check.
He inserts the key into the lock, turns it, kind of steps to the side a little bit so he can open the door part way, and he opens it. And you hear the gnoll say, "Luca." He says, "Hey, Archer." He goes, "How's everything going?" And he goes, "We're being robbed!" and throws the door open and attempts to run out the door.
I shoot him.
And that is where we will resume
Are
our
you
next
fucking
episode.
kidding me?
Oh my god.
oh boy, we've got the steel. We're so close.
My sound went out again, so I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, no.
I have no
Oh, is
idea
that-
what just happened.
It went
Oh
bad.
no.
Wait, is that why you were down for a while?
No.
Oh, okay. You were
That-
down because you were cringy.
You'll have to watch the
was-
VOD on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess. But no, I was down because I was trying to die.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I think we're about to, so
I think yeah. He just yelled that they're being robbed.
Yep, that's how I thought that was gonna go.
I mean, what other choice? We had no choice.
Yeah. And so interesting. All right. We will find out what happens next to the skeleton crew in next week's episode. And tune in next week to figure out what happens. Until then, thank you very much for watching. We hope you'll come back next week to see how this unfolds. And until then, let the dice tell the story like they did tonight. Have a good night.
Fuck the dice.
Let the dice just screw us over for 3 hours.
Oh, goodness.